Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Cami and welcome to my video. So in this video, of course, I'm going to be doing this full face of makeup, and I'm also going to be talking to you about something that's just unavoidable right now, the coronavirus. I'm going to tell you about how it's been affecting me this week. You'll know that I'm going through the same thing as you, and I'm also going to give you a great resource so you can learn more about it, what it is, and how to protect yourself and others that you know. I am in Los Angeles if you're new here, and so there's been a lot of updates. The government is suggesting that we consider no gathering. So I am at home and I'm gonna do my makeup. So if you want to hear about what I am up to and what I did this weekend while I stayed in most of the weekend and things like that, then keep on watching. This is the Body Shop Vitamin E Night Nourishing Cream. I really like to use it during the day too. I'm just going through a phase where I think like more moisture is better, and if I need to powder, then I'll just powder. So my face is super moist and it feels all plump right away. Okay, let's zoom in and move forward. Here we are. I hope it's light enough in here. It's very overcast and rainy in Los Angeles this week, but I can barely put on makeup without being able to like really see how my brows are doing. So I'm gonna put on my brows while I begin that story. This is the Maybelline Tattoo Studio in Brown Black. It's a pomade that I've been really liking a lot lately. I've been using it on Instagram. I'll go ahead and link my Instagram for you guys. If you want to follow me over there, you would already know like what I'm going to talk about because it happened this weekend and I do stories like every day on Instagram. So if you want to know what's really happening up to date every day, go to Instagram stories. But yeah, I've been really liking a pomade. Wow, that arch has started very high. We're gonna stick with it. I've really come to like a pomade, guys. I used to use my e.l.f. pencil all the time, and I still have that. It's right here, actually. But I'm not using it today just because I wanted to use this in a YouTube video. I don't think I've used it in a YouTube video yet. I'm staying away from other people because I am sick. Let's do skin first. I haven't done skin first in quite a while, so let's do that. And this is my Wet n Wild flat top brush. I used this in a video that I did a little bit ago, so I'm gonna use that, and the CoverGirl Matte Made, the True Blend. So yeah, I'm doing my part to stay away from the elderly in particular. Now, this morning I did go out. I had to run some errands. I absolutely just needed to help my husband, you know. So we got some groceries, we got toilet paper, we got Lucky Charms. I posted about that on my Instagram story. The grocery store was closed for restocking, and it was literally like 11 o'clock at night. And I was like, oh no, like I thought for sure the grocery store was gonna be open. And this was on Saturday. I went to CVS to stock up on whatever I could, and they didn't have Purell. They didn't have any more toilet paper. They had Kleenex, so we got a little bit of Kleenex. But I really wanted like a dessert that wasn't a real dessert because I don't want all that sugar. So I ended up going down the cereal aisle and getting Lucky Charms. I have this friend who really likes Lucky Charms, and it just makes me smile. I mean, the cereal is so good. Of course she likes it. Sugar makes most people smile. So if I ever feel like my eyebrows are too wild, my concealer's a little pale for me, so I started taking my foundation, whichever one I'm using at the moment, and carving out my brows. So it just kind of makes them like a little bit sharper, watch. And I can kind of get the shape I want. Look how sharp that is compared to this one. In addition to going to CVS, and it was weird. There were some weird characters at CVS, and weird is subjective, and I'm not gonna tell you anyone's name or anything like that because I don't want you guys to think that I like, you know, I'm just like one of those people who calls everyone who's not like me weird. I'm not like that. But there were some weird characters at CVS. Is this even? There was a girl who was like going into CVS, and mind you, this is almost midnight. There was a girl who was going in this drugstore and she was on her phone. I'm just gonna fix my eyebrow. So it seemed like she was like more concerned with texting than the fact that she looked like she peed her pants. And this was like, you know, a young woman. Maybe she was 23. She was dressed, hair and makeup done, sweatpants, but it was midnight on Saturday, so maybe she was just chilling. But yeah, it looked like she peed her pants. And I was like, girl, you should hurry in there and buy some of these CVS lounge clothes. And CVS just has like oversized t-shirts and maybe a couple pair of like sweatpants like over in the corner, dad clothing, athleisure type of stuff. The pharmacy was packed. I probably should have been there to go to the pharmacy to get something for my nasal congestion. I wasn't there for that. I just got my Lucky Charms and what else? Oh, half and half. I needed to get half and half for my coffee. Like, we just didn't want to be inconvenienced by these small things that we could get at CVS drugstore at an like upcharge, because it's not the grocery store, but I mean, the times kind of call for paying for an upcharge if that is where you can find it at that particular hour. So my brows are on. I want to wrap up the whole like CVS drugstore shopping on the weekend portion of this video. This is my Make Me Brow Gel by Essence. And yeah, I use the color Brownie Brows. Yeah, I was chit-chatting. These brows are strong. I'm gonna have to work with them though, because I'm not gonna redo it. It took me forever. I've been filming for 25 minutes already. Oh gosh. But I wasn't panic buying at the store. It's just, I just wanted to get things that were just gonna make me more comfortable, like some sugar cereal and stuff for coffee, because it was Saturday night and my husband and I had been watching Netflix all day, and we just wanted to get out of the house at an hour where we thought there weren't going to be a lot of people. And turns out at midnight, there's a lot of people out at the drugstore in times like these. This is my favorite concealer ever, you guys. This is my Morphe Fluidity concealer. I'm sure you've already heard me talk about this if you've seen any of my other videos, but I'm just doing what makes me comfortable. Like, I'm just using products that I know that I love, that work. So on Sunday, we were watching the news and we realized like a lot of churches are having to close and they're just doing like online broadcasting services. Obviously, besides following what, you know, our governor is telling us to do, I just think it's really awesome that there are still a lot of people in the community that people trust, like pastors, priests, rabbis and stuff, who are, you know, following the law, but still having services for people. It's really important to help people not panic and just like to rely on their faith, whatever that is, knowing that things are gonna get better. Put a little bit more concealer here. I've broken out. I don't know if I'm stressed about what's happening. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Makeup Stick. It's the contour stick. What color is this? This is called Call Me Maple. Let me do this while I'm talking. Oh, this area, okay. I need to put it like into my hairline. I didn't put on any primer, that's so weird for me. Okay, I'm gonna use my tried and true, I love this Frankie Rose blush. The color is called Sienna. I'm just gonna put this like right here on my cheeks, a little bit on the apples, because my face is so angular. I kind of need to round out my face a little bit, and putting blush right on the apples kind of helps me. Oh, my setting powder, I'm gonna use something I haven't used in a while. This is the Revolution Lace Colored Baking Powder. I kept saying I want to get banana, but I haven't gotten banana yet. I also need to do some work today. Like, I need to take a couple of pictures, so that's also why I'm like setting it, and it's not hot outside. It's basically freezing outside. I probably on a regular basis don't need to set it at all. For eyeshadow today, I'm going to use a palette that probably all of you have seen. This is the JACLYN Hill and Morphe palette. This is the Dark Magic one. I still have not used Potion, this awesome green color here. I'm just going to use the brown here and this lighter color called Shh, and the brown is called Mojo. So in addition to going to CVS, I went to Walgreens and I bought a ton of toilet paper. And they didn't have like regular size toilet paper, you guys. They had these minis. So I bought those and they were so cute. That's why I think I bought the third one, because I don't know, like a lot of mini stuff is cute. Trending with the whole social distancing thing. If we're gonna become quarantined, toilet paper is necessary. So I did buy toilet paper. All right, I'm going into Mojo. So I basically been sick for about 2 weeks now, and I've not had a fever for 2 weeks. So I'm just like regular sick, if that makes any sense. I'm staying away from other people because I am sick, and so that makes me a little bit more susceptible to catching coronavirus. I'm taking the Sambucol Black Elderberry tablets. These, I think they're helping. I really feel like what I have just needs to run its course. I'm also taking Robitussin. Oh, I'm really liking the way this eyeshadow looks. I haven't looked up in the viewfinder in quite a while. This is nice and smoky and pretty. I'm so upset with myself. Why in the last like 3 videos haven't I done a shout out? I'm way out of practice. Like, taking February off it totally messed me up. In this video, I'm doing a shout out. So I'm also gonna take it down on the bottom of my eye. Okay guys, so recently I purchased this mascara, and it's the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise Mascara. Wow, you guys, I really, really love this mascara, especially for the bottom. Going in with my AINA ABH palette, I'm gonna add Zam. I think it's gonna be pretty. Oh my gosh, I hope I don't get this everywhere. Oh my gosh, everything's looking so good. That is a hefty amount of Zam. I'm kind of nervous. Oh no, here we go. Ooh. What happened this morning at Trader Joe's, you guys, while I dust off my powder. So this morning, even though I had the half and half that I needed, I have most groceries that I need by now. I got there around 10 o'clock this morning, so when I got in the line, it was only to like the very next store. So maybe there were 50 people in line in front of me. And by the time I got to the front door to where I could go into Trader Joe's, the line was 5 stores back all the way out to the street. And that probably took 20 minutes for it to get that long. I guess everyone wanted to go to the grocery store at 10 o'clock in the morning. Wow, I really just, wow. These are really the times that we're in. I've never had to wait outside of Trader Joe's to get into Trader Joe's for 20 minutes. I'm gonna put on these eyelashes. These are from Salon Perfect. I went ahead and put Zam in the corners, right? But then I also took Ginger from the ABH palette, which is right here, and I put that along the bottom here. So I'm just gonna do the other side. And then, yes, I put on the lashes, which I told you guys I was gonna do. I kind of got carried away and forgot about filming and just started doing this on the other side. So the highlighter was under the powder. I'm gonna use the Morphe Spark highlighter. I'm so glowy now. Let's do like the shout out. The shout out for this video, you guys, is from Angie Long, and she says, what a beautiful palette. And Angie is talking about, I think the palette is equally beautiful. Angie is referring to the JACLYN AINA and ABH palette. I just used it on my eyes. Specifically, I'm loving the color Zam. Zam is what I've used in the corners here. You guys check out that video where I use a lot more colors in this palette. I'm gonna link the link to that video down below so you can check it out. So this shout out is from Jennifer Ford, and Jennifer says, have you tried the new Wet n Wild Dewy Foundation? I'm super curious to know if it's any good. So I have tried the Dewy Foundation and my color is caramel. Typically I don't go for dewy foundations just because my skin is normally very oily. I want to get out of that because, I mean, that's what makeup is for. If I use a luminous or a dewy or an oily product, I go ahead and I, you know, get the moisture in my skin, which is really good, but then I can also just use a powder to mattify or to blot or to take away any shine. So I do have that foundation, and I will be doing a wear test on that foundation. So those are my shout outs for this video. It's so nice to read your comments and just to be able to talk with you guys. So this is the matte suede lip liner, and this is the color Downtown Beauty. And then for lipstick, I'm going to use this color right here. It does look a little pale, but I'm going to mix it with this. This is called Nude Lust, and this is by Maybelline. I'm going to use this. This is the High Shine lip gloss. I got this at Forever 21. This lip gloss from Forever 21, I actually really like this. It's not gloopy, but it's thick enough and it gives me color. This is actually really good gloss. This Drugstore Voluminous Lash Paradise Mascara. Wow, I really like this by L'Oreal. You guys have probably been already using it for years. I'm late, but this is really nice. I think it made my bottom lashes actually stand out. I really hope that sharing my experience with what I'm going through this week and probably for the rest of this whole month in this video really helped you. I want you to know that I'm also facing the same issues that you might be facing. So here are some tips on what you can do to get through this time. The number one things that you can do to help you ease your mind is to stay in contact with people that you know. It's just like the holidays. There's no excuse like that or like this to help us come together and just to reach out to each other and say, hey, how are you doing? Use your phone and send someone an email and just let them know you're thinking about them. And that's gonna make you feel a lot better because you'll know that these people are also in the same situation as you. But it's better just to stay ahead of what is going on and to prepare. It's also not a bad idea to shop for your loved ones and just drop it off in front of their house, see how they're doing. That way not everyone has to leave the house to go shopping if you need to. For more information about what to do and what precautions to take during this time of uncertainty, on Instagram, you can go to @WHO, which stands for World Health Organization, and there's lots of information about what to do. I'm also doing a bonus question in this video, of course, and for the bonus question, it's more like a comment. Just comment down below how you're doing right now. I really care, and I want to keep you guys in my thoughts and in my heart. So just comment down below how you're doing.